Hello, welcome to the channel. Now I've just finished painting this, which turned out not too bad. It was a bit of a battle, but I persevered. So watch me paint it here and talk my usual random nonsense. Don't forget to subscribe, and without further ado, let's do some painting. Hello, welcome to my latest video. Hope you're keeping well and all that jazz on, oh God knows, 16th of March, Thursday. So hope you're keeping well. Now I'm going to be painting on this stretch canvas. It's 20 by 24 inches. I've put a layer of gesso on which is dried. You'll have to bear with me. I've been up since the crack of Spouthart this morning at work, so apologise if I have to pause and think what I'm saying, but mind you, it won't make any difference because I normally have to pause and think about what I'm saying. But anyway, that's that. I'm on call still. This is pretty much week 2 in the Big Brother house in terms of being on call. So if my wife shouts through the door, I'll have to disappear off and come back and do the video later on, but hopefully that won't happen. So yeah, because I'm on call, there's no palette cam, but after tomorrow there'll be palette cam back because I am no longer on call, having been on call for 2 weeks. So anyways, I'll have to describe what is on my palette. So on my glass palette I've got, oh no I haven't. I was going to say I've got Payne's Grey, but I haven't. I'll have to find some, which I'm sure makes fascinating viewing, listening to me rooting through my collection of paint. Oh, there it is. So yeah, I've got Payne's Grey, I've got some olive green, and I've got raw umber, I've got carmine red, I've got some Indian yellow, I've got some Prussian blue, and titanium white. And I've just mixed up some Prussian blue into titanium white, make a nice sky colour. Just check my brushes reasonably clean and dry before we start. We'll get going. So I'll just start with this olive green with some raw umber mixed in, make a nice earthy colour. That's the plan anyway. Start doing it. Just establish the horizon, just do it nice and low down, as loose as I can. I'll put some trees just there maybe. Maybe some trees there. Yeah, you're keeping well and all that business. It's been I think about 3 days since my last video. That's even 4 days. I've been working. I've been painting every day. I won't be painting tomorrow because I'm at a local gallery at a Makers Meet. So yeah, I won't be painting. It's kind of ironic really, but there we go. Should be a good do anyway. It's networking. This week I've sold a couple of paintings, which is good. I don't sell many. I don't go on my way to sell paintings. Truth be told, I'm not a very good salesman. If I was any good at salesmaning, I wouldn't be sat in here. I'd be probably in a big warehouse painting in a vast studio, but it is what it is. Right, a few trees. Might be a bit repetitive that, so I'll keep them trees. I'll just go like that, create a bit of a hill just there. We'll see what happens. Subject to change. Right, let's give my brush a quick clean. I was chatting this morning to a colleague about the village I was brought up in, and I don't know what goes on to it. We're talking about farming or whatever, and really good friend of mine grew up on a farm, and her mum used to kind of babysit while parents were at work. They'd babysit us two lads. A bit of Indian yellow, some titanium white mixed in. I'll put that in the middle there. And I used to play with their son's toy soldiers that they had. I'll put a bit of Carmine Red up here as well. You know, on the carpet of this farmhouse in front of the Arga, which all farms seem to have, they seem to be identical. You know, a great big oak bloody kitchen table and an Arga. And the Arga, if memory serves, was in the lounge. And every now and again from this Arga, you know, the farmer's wife, she was me Auntie Di, but she wasn't a real auntie. You know, she used to babysit us, and we had to call her Auntie Di. So Auntie Di had come in, you know, with a penny and everything else, and twiddle the knobs on this Arga. And, you know, inspect whatever we're cooking in there. And there was this one occasion, I think I must have only been, oh God, about 5 years old, something like that. There was this bleating sound coming from the Arga, you know, some lambs or whatever. And I thought that was a bit odd. You know, this Arga bleating. And one time she opened up this Arga, they go, bleat. I can't do sheep noises, but, you know, bleating away. And there was this box inside the Arga with some lambs, and you could see the heads poking up. And she were there twisting the knobs and everything like that. Now I thought for many years that she was actually cooking the lambs live in this bloody Arga. But obviously what really were happening was, you know, she was keeping them warm. But yeah, I was mortified, and probably why I don't like lamb now, you know, because of this, I think I was traumatised as a child, thinking this lady was cooking the lambs in the Arga. I spent many years, you know, looking at her with suspicion. You know, every time I went to the house, I think she was cooking lambs. Oh, well, I'll put some of this sky blue up here. Or sky-esque blue. It's not really very sky, but it's not a bad colour. It's quite interesting. Might as use my fingers, you know, what the heck. Just churn things up a bit. Yeah, in this village, it was very self-sufficient, really. You know, we had a local shop, we had a pub, we had, what else did we have? Post office. We had a local bobby, we had a local doctor who used to operate from someone's house. We had all sorts, you know, it was pretty self-sufficient. So in the winter, you know, you get snowed in for bloody 6 weeks or something, but it was all right because we had just about everything there in the village. There was a school. We had a fruit and veg man called Basil, and he used to come to the village, you know, and flog fruit and veg out the back of a big truck. Well, I thought it was a truck. I mean, you know, it was a pretty long time ago. Everything seems a lot bigger. But yeah, it was in this big truck thing, you know, and it'd open up the back and all the local people would go and buy fruit and veg and gossip. You know, it's quite a big routine for my mum. She'd go and, you know, you bump into other people, and we were only tiny, me and my brother, but I remember Basil. And he'd open up the back of his wagon and you go up a couple of steps. Oh, there's a big bloody helicopter flying over. Apologise if the camera picks that up. We're not a million miles away from Carnarvon, where the Coast Guard are based. So we often get a helicopter going over. And there's RAF Valley as well, not much further away from that. So we do get the occasional Chinook and what have you, and Merlin. But anyway, yeah, this Basil, he'd flog his fruit and veg, and this bloke, he had the ear of a king, because he knew all the gossip that were going on around the village, because everyone would go in and gossip. You know, you'd buy, you know, my mum used to buy spuds and carrots and God knows what else off Basil. Yeah, and if we were good, we'd oh, another helicopter. It might be the same one. Anyway, yeah, we were allowed to get a 10p mix from the shop if we were good. Now, when we were growing up, we were taught to respect our elders. So, you know, everyone was either uncle or auntie, if we knew them well. Or Mr. Edwards or whatever, you know, Mr. Mycock. We would never call them by the first name. And whoops-a-daisy, slight jump, because I was banging on talking, I forgot to sort my camera out when it's cut out, so apologise for that. There might be a slight jump. Anyway, what was I banging on about? Oh yeah, so we went to the shop, and you know, you'd never, as I say, you never call an adult by their second name. That was the law as far as we were concerned. But anyway, I thought I heard my mum say at some point in the past, had called him Frank, this shopkeeper. So I said on the way out, you know, the door ding ding tinkles as you go out. And I think, I remember my mum getting some ham or something, because he had a meat slicer, so she'd get a ham. So I said to him, what I should have said was, yeah, goodbye Mr. Mycock, or whatever his name was, can't remember. I said, goodbye Frank. And, oh, my mum went nuts. She wasn't best pleased at all. She was not happy. I didn't know what I'd done wrong. You know, I just called him his name, but apparently he wasn't called Frank, he was called something else. So, yeah. But yeah, it was good. This local shop. It was very much, I think I've spoken in the past about a hub in the village. You know, we had a pub, and that was a hub. That was like a meeting place. There was Basil, fruit and veg man, and the shop. The local shop were brilliant. Used to love it in there. it's not there anymore. You know, like so many village shops, it has shut, it's long gone. Which is a big shame. You know, it was the life and soul of the village, the shop was. Especially if it was kids. You know, go and get sweets and things. And contraband for your mum. You know, she'd write you a list and, you know, you get a wine box and some cigars for your dad. Which wouldn't happen nowadays, you know. But yeah, back then we used to go to the shop for mum. You know, when we're old enough, you know, we wouldn't go if you were 5 years old or whatever, you know. Perhaps when we were a little bit older, 8 onwards, you know, we'd jump on our bikes and tootle off down to the shop. Because it was really safe back then. Right, not 100% sure about this sky, because I've been harping on. I think I've put a bit too much paint on, so I might have to scrape some off, but we'll have a think about that in a minute. Now we'll get back to this landscapey bit. Before I do that, let's put some blue down here, perhaps with some titanium white as well. Just there. Quick wipe of the old palette knife. That's the trouble if I'm doing videos and banging on. I tend to lose track and make mistakes and get a bit excited with the old paint. So, well, while I've got a palette knife in my hand, I'll just scrape away some of that. Beauty about oil painting, just you can scrape it away. There's some horrible lines on it, but I'll soon get rid of them. Always making mistakes, but it's all part of the fun. It's all about learning. Right, just churn things up with my hand. That bit of yellow's not bad. Can live with that. Let's churn up that horizon. We'll see what happens with this sky, if anything. I always put too much paint on, particularly when I'm talking. Right, a little bit better. Marginally better. It's not brilliant. I'll just move it down a bit. There we go. Right, so I think about this horizon. I wonder if I just wipe away that bit just there, create some distance. Yeah, I'm sorry my video cut out. Those who know cameras, with a DSLR, which I've got, I'm using at the moment, it's my old one I use. I don't use my spare in here because I don't get paint on it. But those who know cameras, most cameras, when you're filming, cut out after about 12 minutes because they overheat. For, you know, if I was going to get a camera just for filming that doesn't cut out, I'll be talking thousands of pounds for a good one, which, being a rubbish salesman, I haven't got. So that means I've got to keep switching off the recording at about the 10-minute mark before it cuts off. But this occasion, because I was banging on, it went past the 12-minute mark and it shut down and all the rest of it. So my apologies. Anyway, this is starting to look like something. It's not bad. It's getting there. Let's get some medium yellow just there, I think. Perhaps just there as well. Some nice movement going on there. Get some Payne's grey in this foreground, just darken that off a bit. This has turned out nice actually. I actually quite like the contrast. Now I've just added a bit of Payne's grey on. Not bad at all. Right, we are suddenly getting somewhere. So yeah, it's a pain in the neck having to turn cameras on and off and again, you know, the recording really is a pain, but I've got to work with what I've got. You know, one day, rich and famous, I will get an all singing, all dancing camera just for videoing, you know. Some perhaps trees over there, or rocks, I don't know. Trees, perhaps. Some quite nice contrasts on the go. Not bad. Right, let's have a think. There is a load of glare in that area that's coming out on the camera, so I apologise for that. It's quite unavoidable. It's off the bulb on the ceiling. I ought to get a proper shade or something for it one day. But I keep forgetting. Put a bit more Payne's grey up there. Churn it up. And a little bit more red just there. What in God's name was that? Do you hear that bang? Something outside. Well, you know, one won't give to live in middle of nowhere where there's no bloody distractions or noise. Right, a bit more Indian yellow, titanium white mixed in. Yeah, I'm still not happy with the sky. It's going to be a bit of a battle on my hands, I think, with this one. But we'll get there in the end. I'll just keep fighting until I get it right. It's because I work very quick. I haven't got the patience to spend months on a painting. But we'll get there in the end. That bit's not bad. Foreground is okay. Right, just put a bit of greeny brown just there, some distant hills or something. Give my brush another wipe. A bit more medium yellow just there. Perhaps there as well. Use my fingers as well, why not? Oh, you know, it's just the sky. I wonder, just do some wiping away with that. Bit of kitchen towel. Yeah, if you're just starting out painting and you make balls ups like I do all the time, don't be disheartened. Don't ever give up. Keep battling away with it. Nice, interesting shapes going on now with that kitchen towel. Do quite like the glow there. That's all right, that. That's improved it just a little bit with this kitchen towel. It's now quite interesting. Might just wipe away there a little. It's not looking hideously bad. I wonder, just knife on a bit of Indian yellow with titanium white, if that does anything. Possibly. Just give that palette knife a quick wipe. Bit more there maybe. Excuse the horrible scraping noise. Just smooth it over on the fingers. Yeah, it's not looking hideously bad now. That's all right. It makes the sky a bit more dynamic. Not bad. I think we're getting there, you know. Add a bit of medium yellow down here. And there, I think. I think, you know, this is getting somewhere. Just persevering has kind of worked. Oh, no, I fell off my bloody chair then. What I might do is to help that sky a bit, just get my little liner brush, just grab a bit of titanium white, just put a little suggestion of the edges of clouds in just there like that. Now I think we're getting there, you know. Just smooth it over again with my fingers. Yeah, it's not hideously bad. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. It's just about enjoying it and not giving up. Yeah, I think we're just about there. Right, let's have a last little do with the palette knife. Let's grab a bit of Payne's grey and some sap green, just sort that bit out. Just a little bit there. Put a few lines on as well. Doesn't do any harm. Just gentle. Some distant things going on. Yeah, I think we're there. I'm not going to go much longer. I might do one or two bits off camera, but you've probably had enough of me by now. So, yeah, we're just about dandy. I wonder if just sort that out a little. Yeah, it's been a bit of a battle, but thank you for sticking with it and persevering. Hope you like, let me know in the comments. And I will see you soon. Let's wonder if just define that hill a bit. Just gives the eye something to do. Put something there maybe. Rocks or something like that. Trees, could be anything. Yeah, you know, I think just about there. Oh, what in the name of all that is holy is going on today? People beeping, bloody helicopters going over. Me putting a splodge in the sky there because I wasn't concentrating. Just wipe it away. But anyway, I think we're just about done. So thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you if you already have. And as well as YouTube, I'm on Facebook, Instagram and jonkid.co.uk. Let me know in the comments. I might do a bit off camera. But anyway, other than that, we are done. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.